Mackenzie Shirey.
And I am AJ Michael. Today is Friday, September 8th.
Please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
As you know, North is under construction, so our video production studio is currently in the construction zone. So bear with us for the first few months. We hope to be fully up and running soon.
Students, did you know that North was built in 1936? We have Maxim Clark and Quinton Carney here to give you a bit of the history of North Junior High School as we start the new school year.
Hi, I'm Max. Hi, I'm Quinton. Me and Max are going to be doing a brief history of North Junior High.
So Mr. Roberts, can we ask you a couple questions about North's history today?
Absolutely, go ahead.
So do you know when North Junior High was built?
You see, North Junior High was built in 1936, but it's kind of an interesting story behind that. So this actually used to be the outskirts of town, and it was annexed into the city of Boise, and we were growing in upper grades, and so at that time the district decided to add on what's now junior high model, and this was originally Boise Junior High at that time. So it's been a long time. It was actually one of the kind of economy stimulus back to work programs, so a lot of labor went into this building. They had a lot of people working in it at that time.
Do you know what program that the government used to build North
I
Junior
think
High?
it was called the WPA program, kind of a back to work program. It's been interesting though with our recent remodel. We found some stuff that was construction practices by cutting out some walls. We had concrete walls a foot thick, and we were cutting through the walls and they had just laid wires in there, or plumbing. So we cut through plumbing and water started coming out, so we had to go upstairs and flush the toilets one at a time to figure out which toilet it was connected to. That was a fun day.
Okay, thanks for answering the questions for us.
You bet. Is that it?
Yep.
Great.
Hi, Miss Shannon. Is it okay if I ask you a couple questions about North's history?
Sure, Max.
All right. Do you know when North Junior High was built?
I do. 1936 it was completed. The piece of land was purchased, I think, in the 20s, and it used to be called the Lemp Triangle.
Very good. All right. As a world studies teacher, have you ever taught your students about North's history?
Yes, I love talking about the history of North. In fact, this year we're going to do one tradition that Mr. Harrington passed on to us is his stroll of Hyde Park, looking for the 5 themes. And a big part of it is talking about the history of North and how it was.
All right. Do you know the 2 main additions that's been added to North since it was built in 1936?
Let's see, the gymnasium, they added on the bathrooms to the end of the gym, but they tried to maintain the look of North, so they really tried hard to get the same brick and the same style. That was one of them. Oh, and the cafeteria? Would be the other
That's
one?
another one, yep.
Yep.
And along with the band room.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and the band room. Yeah.
Those are like the 3 main ones.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your time, Miss Shannon.
Sure, thanks for coming in.
North Junior High was built in 1936 after the Boise School District annexed many smaller school districts. This caused a large influx of upgrade students, causing the need for new schools. Soon after North's construction, the school board began to use the current grade with 6 years of elementary and 3 years of junior high and high school. After the construction of South Junior High in 1948, the school's name was changed from Boise Junior High to North Junior High. Since the original construction of North back in 1948, North has had 2 large additions to the original building. The first when it came in 1949 with the band room, and the second came with the cafeteria in 1968. In 1987, after 50 proud years of history, North celebrated its 50th anniversary.
Now time for your morning announcements.
Are you interested in climbing to the top of Mayan ruins? Have you ever wondered how students in Central America are similar to or different from American students? Would you like to snorkel in the 2nd largest barrier reef with turtles and rays and manatees? If you are interested in both a social and service excursion to beautiful Belize next summer, please see Ms. O in room 119 for more information. All students are encouraged to apply. Any questions, please see Ms. Oberlin-Docker.
8th grade JV varsity JV, and varsity volleyball will play at Le Bois today at 3:30. There will be an early release at 2:20 to change into uniforms and make it on the bus by 2:35. Let's check in with Trent Tapp for the sports schedule.
September 13th, volleyball 8th grade, North versus South. September 13th, volleyball 9th, North versus South.
September 12th, golf match. Play at 3:30, West versus North at Plantation Country Club. September 14th, golf strokes scramble at 3:30, North versus Le Bois at Plantation Country Club.
September 14th, cross country meet at 3:30.
Thanks. Here are a few more announcements.
Do you want to go to the Andes? Would you like to climb and swim with sea turtles in the Galapagos? If you like meeting new people, traveling, and working hard with friends to change the world for the better, come to room 202 and get information from Miss Coughlin. If you are a 9th grader or a hardworking and community-minded 8th grader and want to travel and make a difference, come to room 202 and ask Miss Coughlin for information. Take part in one of the greatest adventures of your life.
All 7th graders who are interested in running for a student council office must attend a meeting in Miss Brownlee's room today at lunch. Come to room 5 under the gym by the locker rooms at 11:30 to learn about the election process.
Now it's time for your weekend weather with Giacomo Wilson.
Hello North, and welcome to Weather with Wilson. On Friday, the high today will be 90 degrees with a low of 67 degrees. On Saturday and Sunday, it will be partly cloudy, and the high will be 88 and 87 degrees, with a low of 65 and 60 degrees. Just a reminder about the air quality. The nurse said outside activities like biking, jogging, running, sports can be very unhealthy for you. Currently, the air quality is at 181, according to airnow.gov, and reads unhealthy. That's all for Weather with Wilson. Thank you.
You may have seen a lot of new teachers this year. Bella and Allison are here to introduce you to one of our newest.
What's your favorite thing about being a moving teacher?
My favorite thing is that I am constantly on the move. I love that. I'm a really active person, and I was a runner growing up, so I actually kind of like moving through the hallways and just being on my feet kind of in an active way. I'm getting a ton of exercise, so that's the best thing about being a moving teacher.
What's your favorite subject to teach?
I actually love both the subjects that I'm teaching right now. I've never taught speech before, so I found that it's actually super, super fun. So currently I'm loving discovering speech, and I've always loved English 9, so both, I guess.
If you had to coach a sport at one, which sport would you want to coach?
I would want to coach track because I love track and field. Like I said before, I was a runner growing up, so I would really love to get my hands on the sprinters.
Thanks, ladies, and welcome to North Miss Davis. Now here's a reminder from the library.
Forget to donate your glasses to the library for Astronomers Without Borders for the upcoming eclipse around the globe.
Monday will be the final day to bring your spare change to donate to hurricane relief efforts in Texas. Thank you for your generous donations.
Have a great weekend, North.